Yeah, we're out of the Europa League. I honestly don't know what to say anymore. At this point, it's just an absolute joke. We ended up losing the tie on the most boringest 1-0 loss to end the tie. And in my opinion, it just shows you how much these guys showed they did not show any heart. They did not care. And you know what? The manager is a big part to blame in this loss. He absolutely made some baffling decisions throughout this whole game. I don't know what to think. I'm just done with this whole team. I'm done with the manager. I'm done with everybody. I'm just sick and tired of everything. At this point, I'm not gonna back this guy no more. I'm not Arteta out, but I'm just not gonna adamantly defend him or back him to the extent that I do. And it's like, because he's not giving.
Some, you lose some. We lost it.
But he's not giving us anything to back.
Oh well.
Why are you talking like a cartoon character, you sicko? Oh my god, sickos. But yeah, at this point, it's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? People in the comment section saying, explain why you're backing this manager. You know what? Arteta's a big problem, but he's not the biggest issue at this club. That's why I used to back him consistently. But KROENKE is the biggest issue. Yes, Arteta out, KROENKE out. I hear that. Good evening. Everyone's saying good evenings. Good evenings are coming in. All the good evenings are coming in. I see you guys. But yeah, honestly, guys, let's not rewrite history. It was not as bad as it was bad, but it was not as bad as people are making it seem to be. Villarreal were there for the taking. They were not a good team. We could have done better. We could have got a goal. We were inches away from getting a goal at one moment. But you know what? Overall, we did not do that well. We did not do that well. Oh, shit. What the hell are you doing here?
You're right, man. I had to pop in and say hi.
I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing here? I was like,
what are you saying, man? How's your night been?
I wasn't going to add anybody else in, but I was like, oh, man. My night's not good, obviously. What brought you along? Like, you just came to banter me, eh?
Nah, I'll be real. I've just been watching all the fallout and the reaction. Saw you literally just came out live now. I thought you were going live at 12:30, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi. Just gauge what the mood's like. A serious question. Are you Arteta out or Arteta in? Because I'm seeing a lot of people turning now.
Honestly, mate, he's a big problem. He's a big part of the problem. But to me, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. So it's a waste of energy. We should focus our energy on the big problem, which is the owner, and getting out the rest of the team, getting out the rest of the guys.
So regardless of this, he is going to stay. Regardless of where.
Regardless of this, surprisingly, he is going to stay. But in my opinion, Arteta should probably be sacked in the coming future. Hopefully, if we can get the right people in place. But I don't trust anyone to get the right person in place. Who's going to hire Arteta's replacement? Who's going to hire Arteta's replacement? That's the problem.
Who would you see as the replacement? Because you must have a few managers you have earmarked.
Bro, that's not the issue. The issue is who's going to replace. It's not who's going to replace him. It's who's doing the replacing. Who's actually going to make the changes. You guys have people in charge who actually make changes. Who do we have?
No, who sacked Emery?
The people who sacked Emery are gone. It was Don Raul. Raul sacked Emery.
But there must be someone to replace that job.
Listen, all the people who've come in since Arteta's been in charge, I don't know who's in charge of this club. I genuinely don't know who runs this club. I'm not saying I want Arteta gone. I'm just saying if he was to be sacked today, who's gonna actually make the decisions to sack him and replace him? Is it the owner? Because if it's the owner, that's disgusting, mate. Because he doesn't know anything about football.
Yeah, but same way I've said, like, for months, your club's a mess from top to bottom, and the fact you have an inexperienced manager to fix the entire problem was never going to make sense from start to finish. Like, I was saying for months, like, I don't ever want it to happen. You lot should be getting Maurizio Sarri if you want someone that can do the most with the bare minimum. He's literally the guy for the job. Yeah, he don't really have a plan B, and He will be very predictable in the substitutions and everything like that. But he'll know how to fix a mid-table side and make them better than they usually are and get the best out of whatever players you give him, regardless of whether they're good or not. He'll turn Xhaka into the maddest regista in about 2 years straight. I'm sure of that. Or Partey, regardless. Or he'll probably get the best out of Saka, Martinelli as well. Not Aubameyang. Lacazette would be a brilliant false nine in Sarri's system. But he'd be a better option for you guys than Arteta. Hell, anybody would. Just somebody with experience.
You asked me straight up, am I Arteta out? I would say I'm not Arteta out. I'm not Arteta in. At this point, I'm just backing my team, bro.
So you're in the middle, but do you want the manager in the job or not?
Listen, at this point, I feel like it's ridiculous to just strictly talk about one issue. There's so many issues at this club.
Igal,
Yeah.
do you want the manager in the job? Yes or no? I'm hearing a lot
No. He has to go,
going
fam.
around
He
the
has to go, man.
answer.
Fuck these, man.
I want you to
Fuck
go to
these
the
Americans,
answer.
man. Fuck
Listen,
these Americans.
straight
Fuck these
up-
Americans. Fuck these
Straight up,
Americans.
if you asked me if I could sack Arteta today and it was solely up to me, I would probably say he should leave.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
you're
Igal's Arteta out.
That's cool.
Igal's
It's nothing against you.
Igal's
It's
Arteta
nothing against you.
No.
Like,
Arteta
it's
out.
for the benefit of your club. That's fine. That's all I wanted. That's cool.
Yeah, but if it's not gonna happen, there's no point in me yelling it and screaming it. I'm not gonna
Okay, so
parade
you're Arteta
around
out.
saying
Just
I'm Arteta out.
because you want him out, don't mean you have to scream about it. It's just a choice. Like, I was Lampard out, but I still want screaming, get this dickhead out of my club or anything like that. No, it's just, you ain't the man for the job. I need you to leave still.
There you
That's
go.
it.
The thing is, Arteta's not going nowhere. That's the sad part. Everyone knows it.
No. Igal.
That's just a club
No,
then.
listen. You know what the Cronkies will do, yeah? To cover their own face, they'll sack Arteta. So all the blame then goes on Arteta, and the
It's not gonna
Cronkies
happen.
get-
They're not gonna sack him. Come on, man.
You think they care about who takes the blame, though? Come on, your owners
No,
are
because
shame.
the pressure goes off them. Pressure then goes off them.
I
Because
know,
I've
but I
got to
don't
be
even
quick.
think they care about the pressure.
I gotta be quick here. I got one closing message here. Fuck the board, man. Fuck all these, man. Fuck these Cronkies, man. Someone needs to do something with them.
the club's
Deal with
fucking
them, fam.
done. It's
Fucking
done.
deal
It's all
with them.
done.
Fucking deal with this.
Listen,
They may
Luke,
finally act and get rid of
you
him
asked me
because
straight
they
up
haven't
if
got
I
the money
wanted the
from European
manager.
football.
It's not if I wanted this manager sacked. If it was solely down to me and I could replace him, I would. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going anywhere, and I'm just backing the team. That's what it is.
Mate,
Listen, I'm
there are
gone,
so
man.
many problems.
I can't be
There are
fucking
so
Arsenal
many
this for the
problems.
season.
But
I think you'll see me by the Euros. I
Who's
think
in
that's the next
control
time we see
of
them.
the
We're
It's
behind
funny
them.
how you guys love to come on when it's after this. I'm
Bro,
not gonna lie.
listen. I'm got.
This is
listen,
probably
I'm-
the
you ain't
biggest.
seen
This
me
is
no more.
probably
My
the
man's
biggest
going
moment of the
hiding, fam.
season.
A
Yeah.
man's going hiding, man. I'm
Moment of
going
the
for
season.
Euros, fam.
Till
That's
next
it. I'm going for
Tuesday.
Euros. I'm going.
Till next
Igal,
Tuesday, we're gonna lose. What's the
Igal,
point?
what was it you
I'm
sung
not
to
saying
Spurs
nothing,
fans on the football
innit?
terrace when we lost to Man
Back
City?
to life, back to life.
life, back to reality. And your reality is you're a mid-table
Oh,
team.
you Spurs?
Oh, I'm Spurs. So this is glorious. This
Oh,
night.
that's a shame, but we'll celebrate together tonight. It's cool. It's cool.
It's all right. Igal, for the last couple of seasons, your trophy wins have masked over how poor you were and how far you have fallen, and now you don't have that. Now you can see Arsenal for what they are, a bang average mid-table team, and it feels so good.
Oh man, you guys just came to give it. Look, at the end of the day,
I
you
just came
guys
to
can
be a
laugh
witness,
as much
to
as
be
you want,
honest.
but we're still a bigger club than Spurs, man. I'm sorry.
You're ninth.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. And next season you'll be lower.
No, honestly, I
Champions
feel
League
like-
finalists, you lot can have this debate.
listen, Lewis,
I'm a
you
leave
did
it.
not,
You lot
you
can
did
go
not
on with
expect
it.
to be in the Champions League final with at the beginning of the season. Let's be real.
No, I didn't, but like my club always exceeds expectations. I love it, man. Every season. Didn't think we'd make top 4 last season. We made top 4. Didn't think we'd do anything this season. We're in 2 finals. Mate.
Arsenal may be lucky in the fact that they've not got European football for next season. If they don't get it, that might be the reason you lose Arteta, and that will be good for Arsenal. Because if you keep him, you're going down. You're going further and further down if Cronkies keep him. But I don't think they will. Losing out on European football, not having the money coming in, that's what all they think about.
What do you guys
That will
think
probably
about
be your
today's
saving
game,
grace.
though? How bad were we?
You were
We're
awful.
not-
It's like watching paint dry.
Like,
I can't believe I chose that over the United game. I can't be arsed.
The thing is, we lost 1-0 to Man City, who tore us apart because they are so good. Villarreal are a bang average team. They are a bang average team, and you've done nothing. In the first half, you were poor. You didn't attack them. You just allowed them to... You didn't do anything. You allowed them just to sit... It was poor by Arsenal. Partey got torn apart in the second half. It was abysmal. Your best player, who caused most problems, Aubameyang, gets taken off for Lacazette. What kind of inept management's that? When you need a goal.
Listen, at this point, I've already said it. It's what can you do? What can you do besides probably just say, "Yo, sack Arteta in the morning"? What can you really do?
Sack Arteta tonight.
Yeah.
Not in the morning.
It's
Second
not
tonight.
gonna. It's not gonna happen though.
Give him his
It's
P45.
wasted
Get rid of him.
energy. I genuinely believe it's wasted energy, and it's the club's issue. It's not the fans' issue. We're not gonna. What are fans gonna do now? We're gonna go protest Arteta.
No, we'll probably all go have a little.
everyone's done a full 180
We'll all have our
years
little
ago.
rain
You now
dance
want
outside the
Wenger back
Emirates
in the
again. Because that's all we did. We just sat there and clapped the team
Listen,
on. That's
you know
the
what
same
this
team
did?
that went out and did nothing.
This crushed my dreams for the season. My dreams for this season was to win the Europa League, Lewis, win the Alan, Good Express, everybody here, you, Aaron, you guys already know. My dreams was to win the Europa League, get that Europa League money, and get into Champions League from that Champions League spot, be able to now progress and have attract players like Jack Grealish and the likes of those kind of players that can push you on to better things. And if you can, then when you have Champions League level quality players, you don't have to worry because you're not going to drop back into the situation you're in. When you have Europa League quality players and you have to buy from that pot, you can never get yourself back up there if you constantly keep buying from the shit pot of players. You need top quality players to get yourself back into the realm.
Real quick, can I ask a Spurs fan a question? Yeah.
Go for it.
If we're a mid-table shit club, whatever else, then what are you? Relegation fodder. Also, you mentioned the 1-0 to Man City. That's kind of cute, but you forget to mention the 3-0 to Dinamo Zagreb, right? Stay in your lane, bro. Your team is absolutely dead in comparison to Arsenal. I'll allow the slander. I'll allow the slander from Lewis, yeah, because his team are in the Champions League final. They're a top 4. They know what to do. They sack their shit manager and go and get someone good, yeah.
Somebody's majorly triggered.
Spurs fans, man, need to stay. I'm not triggered, bro. I know this is going to happen. I've been saying it for months, but
somebody's triggered.
Spurs fans getting all cocky, it makes me laugh because your team is so dead. Your team is so dead.
Guys,
it's so funny, bro.
So dead. Where are we 6th and you're 9th?
Yeah, that's cute.
For now.
That's cute. How many trophies have you got in the last 3 years? 0.
That's
Exactly.
the thing, it's paved over the cracks, and now you've not won one.
Guys, everybody,
Bro,
everybody calm down.
Months. I've been saying it for months that we're dead.
1 second, Gooner Express. I'm giving Egal salt back for what he was doing to Spurs, so I'm giving it back to him. You're the one who's coming in and getting a bit triggered over what I've been saying.
I'm not triggered, bro. I just find it hilarious that Spurs fans want to get gassed when your team's literally in the mud. Like, you have never won a Premier League trophy. And you're trying to talk.
Let's get back to today's game. Let's get back to today's game.
Can I speak as a Man United fan?
Go ahead.
First and foremost, congratulations to Chelsea. Well done for making to a Champions League final.
I will see you in the Super Cup, bro. Much appreciated.
We hope so. Thomas Tuchel has done a fantastic job. I love the manager. Great banter. He's just a great manager. As for Arsenal, I said in November that this guy, you should stick with this guy and you should sack him. The way Chelsea sacked their legend, and he's a proper legend, Frank Lampard. Arteta's not even a legend. He's done nothing for the Arsenal. I think you know what Chelsea has done. I think you should take that as a blueprint. If it's not working, bruv, it's not working. You move them on. I've always said that. If you can see Arteta was not going to work at Arsenal, it's not going to work. You move him on. You bring another manager in, give him a year or two, see what he can do. That is football. If you want to stick with this, I said back in November, this is going to end in one way, and I could see it then. But a lot of Arsenal fans were like, "Nah, we're going to trust the process and whatnot."
But yo, this team's finished. What do you expect me to do? This team is finished.
You start over again.
No. The team isn't finished.
The finished team to be saved by an inexperienced manager with less experience.
I'm sorry, yeah. This team, right? Whether the rivals want to admit it or whether the Arteta Rins want to admit it, this team is not a 9th place team. Yes, there are some absolute bang average crap players in here. The likes of Bellerin, the likes of Xhaka, the likes of El Neni, but the likes of Pepe, who, he might not be a £72 million signing, but he is a good player on his day. The likes of Saka, Martinelli, Aubameyang when he decides to turn up. We should not be 9th. We should be at least top 6 with this team. I've just seen people on the football terrace say it. This team with Emery would be 6th at least, or at least top 7. A better manager can do better with a squad like this. And in no way am I saying they can go win a league title and a Champions League in 3 years, like Arteta said he could do. But this is not acceptable from any manager. And this isn't just because I don't like Arteta or whatever someone wants to try and make up. It's because it is not good enough. If this was Carlo Ancelotti right now, I'd be saying the exact same thing. It is not good enough.
Walking. We know it. He's literally the Undertaker right now. He's
He
man
needs his
I
P45,
respect
bro.
the Undertaker, man, comparing him to Arteta. He's a
Emery-
legend.
Yeah, innit? Respect the Undertaker, man.
Emery finished higher with a worse team than what Arteta has now.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Emery
exactly.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I've
the worst
debunked that. I've debunked that. Petr Cech's right finger was a bigger leader than everyone in this team.
Who's the leader in this team?
No one.
David
Exactly.
Luiz.
Willian.
No,
Look at the
God,
experience
yeah,
he
bro.
has.
Emery's team was much better.
No, Gal, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was not.
I did say that second half. I was right, you know. Nothing happened there eventually. And I remember back in the day when you lot beat us 3-1. I said, don't get too gassed about it. Look what happened now, literally.
Listen, we'll probably beat you guys on
History
Tuesday.
repeated itself.
Maybe then we'll get gassed again.
Oh,
You probably will, and I guarantee you lot will celebrate it like it's a trophy.
Yeah.
And then
like
you guys gonna go win the Champions League. Like, oh man.
we beat the Champions League finalists. Let's go.
The only team in London in the Champions League, the only team in London.
Yo, sir, I'm gonna let you go, bro. Have a good one.
But yeah, I'm a good one.
Alan, appreciate it, bro.
See you later.
in
And then
about
Aaron, what were you gonna say?
Right. After watching that second half, right, Arsenal are the biggest fucking bottle jobs I've seen since a bottled milk sale. That was absolute shit from Arsenal. And you know what? I literally just came from a rant on the Red Cannon channel, right? My frustration is for every single person at Arsenal Football Club. Mikel Arteta, go back to finding your job under fucking Pep if you can plead with him to get your job back. The players stealing a fucking wage check every week, playing for that club. Are you taking the piss? Every player on that pitch steals a wage check. Leno, fingertips, shaky gloves. And you know what? They brought up an interesting point on the previous stream I was on before this. Maybe some of those players like Leno, like Bellerin, maybe they've got their sort of deals to Barcelona and whatever already sorted behind the scenes, and they're playing now just to take it easy until they leave Arsenal. They don't care what happens. Maybe they don't care. But I tell you something now, right? My biggest fucking frustration is with that fucking prick, Stan Kroenke, who ruins football clubs. He's
Imagine
a
if
ruiner.
they give him a new
He's
contract.
a destroyer.
Imagine if they give him a new contract. Yo, Cam's gonna lose his shit probably.
Yes,
Oh
Cam,
my
what
God.
you saying,
I can't
bro?
wait to Cam.
Yo,
Oh, let's have this.
What are you
yes,
saying, bro?
Mikey.
Cam, my guy.
Free Willy, let's go.
He's gonna lose it, bruv.
What do you mean, Free Willy? None of that here, bro.
Ruining his legacy.
So are we
man.
all in
Come on.
agreement? Are we all in agreement that my team? I've been calling my every player out this year overrated. Are we all in agreement that they're overrated now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam was right,
Are
man.
we all in agreement that they're
Cam
was
was
right?
well, yeah.
Maybe not William, but
Yeah.
the rest.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Willian is the biggest one.
Can't lie, you were right about parties.
Willian's Spygate in a
I'm
nutshell.
telling
He's
you
Spygate.
right now, yeah. I'm
What
not
do we
upset,
have to
bruv.
spy on?
Why is it- But listen, people are upset, fam. Bruv, do you not see this as a bruv? What do you not understand? What has Stan Kroenke got to gain now? He's got nothing else but to lose. He's gonna make losses on his own self. He's gonna implode on himself. You fans don't get this. He's gonna implode on himself. He's only gonna fuck up his own profit now. He's only gonna fuck up his own profit. If he don't sell the club, he has no choice but to sell the club. Otherwise, he's gonna lose his own profit. Because Arsenal are just gonna go downhill, down, bro. We're not gonna sign a top class manager with this Kroenke. We're not gonna sign your Allegri's or your Sarris or nothing. Well, Rafa Benitez and like shox. I don't want.
I knew you was gonna say
I
it.
don't
I knew you
want
was
these
gonna say it.
mediocre bullshit managers anymore, bro. And that's what's gonna happen if we continue with Kroenke. He's got no choice, bruv. He's got no choice but to sell now, fam. If he don't sell, that's it. He's just gonna fuck up his own profit that he's made on the club.
Lewis is just here to chill, bro.
I know. I can see him.
You know what's mad though, Cam? Cam, you know what's mad though, Cam?
We love in life.
A team like Arsenal will get more money for being relegated than they would to get in the Champions League. So Kroenke's probably thinking about it now. What would cost more money, getting relegated or getting in the Champions League? That's all I'm going to say, bro. That's all I'm going to say. He needs to go, though. He needs to go. As I said before the game, right? I am gutted that we lost this match. And in no way am I saying that I'm happy, yeah? But if this now means that Kroenke leaves, it is exactly. It's a silver lining. Arteta's still ain't good enough. The players are still dead.
I've been holding this hope for weeks, guys.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you've been saying it. You know, if it means that he goes, I'll take the loss, and I said that as well.
Do you know what the worst thing about tonight? You know what the worst thing about tonight is?
I've just Lewis, bro. I swear down, fam. I've just seen your fucking thing, blood.
You know what the worst thing?
Oh my God!
Let me tell you what the worst thing about tonight is. Yeah? You know what the worst thing about tonight is?
I've just seen your fucking name, bro.
I'm just here existing in peace, man.
Hey, listen.
Nah,
this is the maddest thing about tonight.
That's with my club, Lewis, fam. Just admit you're a secret Arsenal fan.
Hey, one sec.
I know too many of you lot. That's the thing. When we lose, do you know how much corn I eat? Do you know how much corn I eat whenever you lot beat me? It is relentless. I just exude the same energy.
Listen, yeah. You want to know what the maddest thing about tonight is, right?
Flawless tried to get me today, and I was like, Flawless, you're not getting me today, bro.
Not only,
you said he wanted to do an emergency Q&A and everything tonight.
Not only was tonight, playing against a poor Villarreal side that was meant to win. Bro, do you know how much injuries they had to their best players?
Fourth was gone. Capu was suspended.
You Arteta in?
Bro, listen. Bro,
listen.
I can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm still massively Kroenke out. I'm still but it's clear, bro. This bread is not good enough. Like,
I simply can't back him anymore. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be yelling and screaming.
Defend it, like, do you know what I mean? Bro, Chuck Wazy, the one threat that they had on that team went off in the first half.
Okay.
20 minutes in, bro, and we could.
Why did he go off? By the way?
I think a hamstring, innit? Bro,
he's done for the season.
Was he done for the season?
Well, Amad Diallo is going to be a European champion, so.
Yeah, but you know what the mad thing is? Imagine you guys lose to fucking Villarreal.
Hey, by God.
Yo, listen. Let me ask you this. Lewis was asking me this before. If Arteta was sacked same time when Lampard was sacked, and we brought in a top manager, would we be in a much better position right now?
You'd be in a better position. I don't think you'd be in top 4, but I think you'd be in a better position. I don't think you'd be ninth.
If we'll bring in Ancelotti, we'll be good right now.
Ancelotti's already at Everton. What are you talking about, mate?
No, if
bro, I'm not even taking the piss. Yeah, I'd bring in Dean Smith right now, bro. I don't care anyone that's like completely decent in this Premier League.
Talking about Dean Smith.
What? So he can bring in Ezri Konsa.
Do you know why? Because I get told every single day when I get asked who my replacements are, and then every single time I give my replacements, I'm always told, "Oh, he's not available. Oh, he won't come to Arsenal." All right, then go and get Graham Potter. He's at Brighton. Why would he not come to a team bigger than him? If every single
they won't care about the
every single
tell me
option,
what's your flavor.
If every single option I ever give is downplayed by Arteta in fans, then I will give you a realistic signing. Graham Potter, he's better than Arteta. End of story. Wow. I don't want to hear it from anyone. He's better than Arteta. I'm sorry, he is. His team is better at creating chances. Guys, we had Aubameyang, Pepe, Saka, Ødegaard, and Smith Rowe today, and we still didn't score.
Lacazette came on. Eddie
You cannot blame.
They won nothing at all.
You cannot blame the players today for that.
Eddie Nketiah is a DM, man. The way he was
No,
tackling
no,
today,
no,
he's a
no, you
DM.
can't, no,
He's a
but
DM,
you
I'm telling you, he's a
can't
DM.
blame,
Is that how
you
you
can't
treat
blame the
players?
players for the lack of creativity anymore. He played 5 creative players and we still didn't create. So
what,
it's his
we
tactics.
can't blame Bellerin then. Bellerin has been
No,
doing
no,
absolutely
no.
You can't just,
No, I
you
didn't
can't
say
just
that.
highlight Bellerin. You
No,
can't just
what I
highlight.
said, no,
Let me
wait,
get
what I
some
said
order.
was
Let me
you
get some
can't
order in this.
blame
Let me get some
the
order in
players
this.
for
Order in
not
the
creating
court,
chances.
Order in the
Let me get
court,
some order in
man.
this.
Order
There's
in
two
the
guys who
court.
haven't
Put
spoken.
the hammer down.
Yo, chat to me, bro.
There's nothing to say. What's there to say? This club has been dead since 2005, man. I don't know what we left. What did we leave? What did we leave Emirates for? I mean, Highbury. Sorry, why did we leave?
We left for
Highbury?
money, really. We left saying that we're going to win trophies. We're going to compete with Bayern Munich. Yeah, Arteta and everyone else just kicked out of the European competition, and we can't even beat Villarreal in the second leg. Really.
Let's
I'm
be fair.
gonna
Like,
have Rob.
let's be fair. Let's be fair. Who
You guys
actually
take
thought?
care.
Later, Lewis.
Bless Lewis.
Bless,
Bless up
bless.
Lewis.
Have a good night on a
Bless
serious
up
note.
Lewis, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Good luck in the final. Good luck in the final.
Look at Cam. He's just watching the replay.
Hey guys,
Who actually thought that we?
I'm just listening. Innit? For me, I'm
Yeah.
alright.
So, what are you saying?
Everyone mute their mics. That's how I talk, man.
So,
I bottled it.
he bottled it. He bottled it. I.
Oh, nah.
It's done.
Yo, listen.
Arteta out tonight, by the way.
Yo.
Arteta out tonight.
Serious conversation. The Arteta out in conversation does not need to be had right now. Let's just talk about the actual issues in our team. How many players are we away from being even competing to get back in the top 4? Like,
Needs your manager first.
A new squad. A new squad.
How
You can't say. No, 1 minute. You can't sit there and say Arteta out isn't the issue. It's the biggest issue right now. That and
Other than Kroenke.
Bro,
it's tactics, fam. It's his tactics.
Listen, I'm not trying to defend Arteta, but I'm trying
I'm not
to
saying
make
you are
the
defending
conversation
Arteta. I'm not saying
to
you're
something
defending
constructive.
Arteta. I'm not actually saying you're defending Arteta. What I'm saying is we have to talk about Arteta out because it's the main issue.
Let's have the conversation then. Let's have the conversation. But let me start with Sahal.
Yeah.
What, Arteta in, out, what are you saying?
Gal, bro, it's nothing. I got no hatred to Arteta. No hatred. No, I'm not gonna abuse this guy. He's just not experienced enough. He needs to go. I don't blame him. It's the Kroenke's fault. The Kroenkes didn't back him. It's the Kroenke's blame. I do not give any blame to Arteta at all. Yeah, you can say whatever. But end of the day, the actual issue is, guys, is the Kroenkes. The Kroenkes hired him. The Kroenkes made the decision. The Kroenkes let the board make a decision that was the dumbest mistake ever. How can you hire a guy with zero experience? You cannot do it. In a big level, you cannot do this. And this is what happens. You get zero results. This was coming for us. As soon as we hired this guy, this was coming. And I told you guys already, this guy, even though Arteta could become a good manager, he needs managerial experience. The Kroenkes do not care about us, guys. They do not. They spend 15 million of their own money. All I
want to say is that they don't really care about us.
Money. They did not spend a dime on anyone else. 15 million of their own money. These guys are viruses. Yeah, we need to get them out. Boycott sponsors. We need to get them out. No matter what.
No, but this is the issue, Sahal.
Yo,
this is the issue.
Yo, even Thai Peter should get sacked. What the hell's going on?
No, wait, Sahal, slow down a second, yeah. You just said it right there. Wait, you just said it right there, bro.
I had enough of you guys. Kroenke.
No, Zahal, bro, we agree. But wait.
Yo, let him finish.
When you guys are putting money in their mouth, why would they leave? Why would they leave? If you're giving them money, why? Why would they leave, bro? Why would they leave? Stop giving them your money. Boycott sponsors. Force them to leave. Force them to leave. Make no option. No more Adidas. Buy Nike. Buy Nikes. I don't care.
Yo, man, actually making me
see the point. No, Sahal.
Let alone Rwanda, visit Somalia. Let alone Rwanda, visit Somalia. What else is that?
No, wait.
I'm done out here, man.
This is the point. Sahal is right, though. Sahal is right.
Witness a full breakdown on live.
Sahal is right, yeah.
He's
But
actually going to go mental this point.
what I want to say is this. Sahal is right, yeah. Wait.
We have to address this, guys. I'm not even trying to banter. We have to address this. Arsenal have now got fans down to a meltdown, bro. Like, fans are genuinely having meltdowns now over this. Speak, bro.
No, wait. Sahal is right, yeah. Sahal is right, but I want to say this. Sahal is right, but what one thing that caught me when the fans need to stop doing this and this and that. You realise, everyone needs to hear it. Everyone here needs to realise this ain't ever going to happen because our fans, and I'm sorry, some of our fan base is too fickle to realise that we are the only people right now that can genuinely get this guy out. You don't buy the shirts. You don't buy Adidas. And everything he said was right. We saw it with Man United. Their shirt sales dropped this season and Adidas kicked off. You know their protests, yeah? And there were the pictures of them sitting on the Adidas logo or whatever it was, the Nike logo on the seats. They did that on purpose because them pictures, yeah, are a bad image on that brand. And this is what I'm saying. Arsenal fans that went out the stadium tonight and clapped all the team bus.
Embarrassing.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. But in hindsight, it was the stupidest thing you could have done because the players still didn't give a shit. They still lost the game. And guess what? Kroenke will now wake up tomorrow morning, not even realise that we're at the Europa League, by the way, but he'll look on Twitter or he'll get his assistant to look on Twitter. It'll show him all them clips and Kroenke will think, oh, they're clapping me. Oh, look, they're not protesting anymore.
They're back on side now, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, be excited, Man
United's biggest game of the season is at Liverpool at Old Trafford. They went on that pitch, got the game postponed, risked getting points deducted. Yeah, Arsenal fans want to sit here and say, oh, but this game's too important to protest against. Get off it, man. Come on.
I'll tell you one thing, though, yeah? One thing that us being out of the Europa League has actually done, we are going to lose sponsors. If we don't finish in Europe this year, we are going to lose sponsors, which means we are hitting them in the pockets again. But more needs to be done from the fans. I couldn't believe when I actually saw that people were clapping the bus and that. It's like, wait, hold on a sec. Is that why you went to the Emirates? Because I was going to go down. I wouldn't be clapping with these, man. I'd be cussing everyone. I'd be like, what the fuck are you not doing?
I didn't go.
No, I was going to go to them.
Emirates, really. And yet they have the jig to stand here and think that they're better than us, really. And they think that, they're happy with us, they're happy with results. And even Arteta said himself that apparently we were pleased with the second half display. We didn't deserve to win the game.
He said we threw everything. He said we threw everything.
Let me get some order, guys. Guys. Wait, let Sonny go. Sonny hasn't spoken. He looks dejected. What are you saying, bro?
I mean, the thing, look, in my opinion, right? I mean, just blaming Arteta, I think is weak, right? Because if we take it back, right? Arteta never had the team. He never had his team anyway, right? So if he underachieves, how can you then blame the guy for underachieving if he hasn't got if he hasn't got the tools, and he hasn't been given the opportunity to put it right? You either give the guy time to get it right, and then you sack him if you don't get it right, or what do we do? Sack managers every 2 minutes. You know, we all know Arteta is getting things wrong at the moment, but at the end of the day, you're going to get the next person.
Even ties Arteta out. Even ties Arteta out.
Guys. No, mate, you can't be Arteta out, man. Listen, Arteta knows what he's doing, right? But it's like playing chess.
Let him go.
Look here, hiring him was the bad mistake, bro. We should have hired an experienced manager. Ancelotti was right there. We didn't hire him. We should have hired someone like Ancelotti.
What's Ancelotti going to do, bro?
We didn't do it. The dumbest mistake we did is to hire him. But the only
Ancelotti should be in a retirement home, bro. What are you on about?
The fans are seeing it.
Oh, come on, Sonny, man.
No, man. Listen.
And we go against the.
We wanted a forward-thinking young manager.
No. Yo, Sahar, let him make his case.
Listen. I'm not deluded. I know he's fucked up on so many occasions, right? But at the end of the day, we wanted a forward-thinking young manager who's going to be there from day one to day whatever. Yeah. So what you don't go and get an old dinosaur who's only going to be there for 2 years. It's not going to work. Kroenke was never going to ever give Arteta the money.
Why do you want a young
Wait.
Arteta's
done a press conference.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let me finish. Listen, Kroenke was never going to give Arteta the money to get his team right overnight. Not in 1 season, not in 2 seasons, not in 5 seasons. Right? He was never going to do it. So at the end of the day, you either get someone who coaches them to death. And if any of you lot tell me that guy is not a proper coach, then you lot don't know football at all.
No, Sonny, wait, let me interrupt you there, my friend. Sorry. Do you know what the thing is with that, right, Sonny? I get where you're coming from because that's what I was on throughout the whole of the thing. I was saying there's no point in sacking Arteta unless he hasn't been given the tools and so and so and so. I've seen some of the results, bro. We've lost more home games than away games this year.
Awful, yeah.
We've lost just as much games as we've won. We look at people like Aubameyang now.
There's more people in this panel. I mean, there's the amount of people in this panel. We've lost more games than that. So what's that telling you,
bro? And then the worst thing is, and our best goal scorer, Aubameyang, he has gone backwards, and that's nothing to do with Aubameyang. That's the style of play that he's been implementing.
No, man. No, you can't say that, man.
100%, bro. When he goes to Gabon, he's still banging in goals, bro. This is one last point. This is my last point, right? I saw a stat. Somebody put it on Twitter, yeah, and it said, in 25 years, we've never finished we've never had more than 7 home games losses, and we've never finished this low in the table, or we never finished outside of the top whatever, right? 22 of the years we had Wenger, and 3 of them we didn't. And we've got lower and lower and lower and lower. I was saying it was time for Wenger to go in it. I do realize that, yeah. But can you see how much shit that man was actually covering up? Do you know how in trouble this club is? We are rotten from top.
I agree with you, Shah. I agree with you, man. I mean, everything starts from top to bottom, really. And when Wenger left, right, you said be careful what you wish for, and now we're wishing that old man.
Wenger's gone, man. He's finished. Listen, let me ask you guys a question, yeah? After the first half of the season, yeah, when basically the guy's been told you can't play Ozil, and he hasn't got the foresight to play without a number 10, right? I blame Arteta for that, right? Not every team play with a number 10, right? So there's no defending him on that, right? But after that first half of the season, yeah, where did everyone honestly expect Arsenal to finish?
10th to 8th, 8th to 10th.
We went where we expected, right? But now by Christmas we're going to be relegated, and now up to March, April, and now all of a sudden we are in the mid-table, the same position as last season, really. So Arteta hasn't improved the team, hasn't improved the morale at all. He's done absolutely nothing at all. I mean, you compare that to Tuchel, right? He took from 9th to Champions League final, whilst Arteta has destroyed this team.
What are you talking about, man?
Wait. I want to get you guys' reactions on this. Can I get you guys' reactions on this? So Arteta's done a post-match conference, and this is exactly what he said. So Arteta says, "We are devastated. We had so much enthusiasm and desire to be in the final. We knew how much it meant to the club and our fans and to ourselves to be in that final and have the chance to win the title and be in the Champions League. It's a huge blow."
Fuck him, man. Fuck the press conference, man. He's a
fraud. That don't mean nothing.
That's a liar, man. He's a liar, really. What did he have fooled all of us, really? He said all the players are contention.
Let me ask something.
And Martinelli, Martinelli got back in the pitch, really. Never started a game.
I love him, man.
What did you look?
He is a puppet. He is a puppet, man.
Yeah, it's a puppet master, exactly. He's working.
Listen. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask Sonny a question real quick. Sonny, you said,
one second.
Sonny, you said that training. You said something about training. That Arteta is a good trainer. He's a wicked coach, right?
He is, don't he? Everyone's got to admit that he is, bro.
Right. Okay then. Have you seen our training videos? What our team does in training?
Bro, you can't go by that, man. That's just what they want to release.
Right.
That's not what they do.
No. But
Sonny,
right. Okay. If you saw Granit Xhaka, Pepe, and all of them, man, pulling down their trousers, yeah, doing them stupid laughs that they do and messing around and stuff like that. You, as a coach, if you was the coach, bro, what would you do?
Bro, it's not an army, bro. If we're playing,
of course, it is an army. Have you seen other training videos? You see other teams' training videos, yeah, bro. I swear to God, they look nothing like us.
Watch Leeds. Watch Leeds straight. Look up right now. Bielsa, murder ball. It's got something like that. Murder ball.
Yes,
right?
murder ball. I've heard of it. Yeah,
pushes them guys to the brink of exhaustion.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's not meant to be like the army. No, sorry. It doesn't have to be the army, bro, but it should be. See, when you're training for the game, that when you're coming back from a 3-0 loss or a 1-0 loss to Burnley at home, bro, you don't laugh in training.
Bro,
you've seen Bergkamp and Henry when they say,
bro, listen, you can't buy mentality. You can't buy mentality.
You can shape it.
One point, yeah?
Boys, listen, boys.
Let me just make one point. Let me make one point, please. One, you can't buy mentality, yeah? Right? You can't buy it. So at Arsenal, it's fucking riddled with me. It's like asbestos, bro. Everything about Arsenal is like asbestos. It needs to be fucking changed, yeah? Even the fucking chairs, the paper, the everything needs to be changed. Right? Let me just make one point. Listen, Thierry on me. Thierry on me. Patrick Vieira. Fuck being legends, right? Because at the end of the day, they pissed off like the rest of them did, right? Right? So only did it for the money, bro. 1 minute. You telling me, right? 1 minute. Let me finish. You telling me, right? When any manager, forget Arteta, any manager, is not doing well. Henry's not going to want to come downstairs and be manager. Vieira ain't going to come downstairs and be manager. It's an accident waiting to happen.
I get that. I get what you're saying there. Because again, even if they come in, I don't want Henry or Vieira to be the manager.
No, the geezers only get involved because he's fucking stupid.
Cam, you're going to say something. What were we going to say?
Yeah, obviously, I'm going to keep it moving, innit? All I want to say is, obviously, to all my gooners out there, I love you all, but I told you so, innit? Obviously, Kroenke out, Arteta out, all of that. Protest on Sunday, man. Hey, listen, but 1 minute, I need to get this out, innit? Yeah, there's going to be a protest on Sunday, innit?
Fuck that, bro. What's the fun, man?
Of course, everyone. Hey.
Protest. Ain't no clapping. It's a protest, yeah? So be there on Sunday.
Listen, I'll tell you what protest is. Protest is a bunch of idiots, bro. Who want to get on fucking YouTube and get more fucking views, bro. That's all it is. Yeah? That's what it is. They want to fucking make names for themselves. Right? Fuck all that. Listen, fuck the protest as well. At the end of the day, the only way Arsenal are going to sell is fucking Kroenke wants to sell. Because it doesn't matter. They've dropped, right? At the moment, they're still fucking dropping, and the geezer still ain't found his level. Because you know why? Because he can fucking afford to drop. He don't care. Because the geezer is worth fucking £9 billion. His missus got fucking £9 billion in a fucking purse. He does not give a shit. Yeah, and X going to come up with a stupid offer of what he paid for it. Yeah, he said he's shit, bro.
I disagree, man.
I believe
I've seen
from
what I've seen, Sonny. These guys are not going away. They're willing to pay upwards of $3 billion. That's what
that's not enough, really, because
it will be enough. It will be enough.
The opening offer might be around $2 billion, but if they're willing to pay around $3 billion, and Kroenkes were willing to sell 2 years ago for about 1.7.
Triple the amount of money they paid for the club. It's a triple profit.
No, but there's something called a bridge loan. What they're going to do is they're going to pay for the club, but the amount of money let me finish. The amount of money that the club is in debt, or the Kroenkes have in debt with the club that they've taken out on the name of the club, will be passed on to Daniel Ek, and Daniel Ek will have to pay that. So not only will they pay for the club, no, the Glazers thing is mad because Glazers. No, because Arsenal is not $1 billion plus in debt. The Glazers are more than $1 billion in debt.
Bro. But see, United can carry that debt, brother. Arsenal can't. United a planet above Arsenal, brother, with their commercial stuff. You know, Tottenham have gone above Arsenal, brother. Arsenal falling like stone.
Okay,
but at the end of the day, if Kroenke was going to sell, he would have sold to Usmanov, brother, at the time. Kroenke is not saying nothing. You know why? I'll tell you something. Because in 5 years' time, there will be some sort of Super League. There will be Amazons coming in. There'll be this and that coming in. And Arsenal will be worth about 10 billion.
Sonny, these guys are billionaires. They're not idiots, okay? If you have a billionaire who's willing to buy the club, he's not just going to make a bid knowing that they're not going to be willing to sell.
Compared to Kroenke, extra tramp, bruv. Compared to Kroenke, extra tramp.
From my opinion, from reading the articles that I've read over the past couple of weeks, what it tells me is that Stan Kroenke is willing to listen, but Josh Kroenke is the person who's stopping him from selling.
Oh, man, that's the romance, bro. That's rubbish. That's just to say, fucking Villarreal, Henry, Bergkamp, fuck off, right? You run Invincibles, your time is done. It's finished. That's fucking all them years ago. You don't mean shit to me now, right? So, fuck Arsenal DNA, because they're not fucking Arsenal DNA. Arsenal going back a long time.
Okay, what about the fans? What about the fans being in having some say?
Arsenal going back a long time before Bergkamp, Henry, and Vieira.
Sonny, are you Sonny? I don't get your logic. What about the fans being part of that board?
Bullshit, man. You believe that? Do you know what it is? All it is getting the fans on side because it just makes Kroenke look worse and worse and worse. The geezer shoots tigers, bruv, and hangs it on his wall. Do you think he gives a shit? You know, he doesn't care what his social media platform is. You know, but at the end of the day, ex-winning fans, he's getting his ego rubbed, didn't he? And Henry's doing it because he's got a big head. And Vieira, he had a chance to come to Arsenal. You fucked off the
Let me say this. Let me say this
about them, man.
Let me say this about
Yeah,
the fact.
but don't forget though, these man got frozen away from the back room of the club, you know, because they had too much involvement in what they had too much. I believe that though. Think about anybody, yeah, like any single legend that left our club that was too opinionated.
Yeah, all the people
nowhere.
that talk,
They got
It's true, you
nowhere
don't hear.
near the back, nowhere near. Then they got made to look like they were the ones that stayed away. But we all knew that Henry used to go to the training ground with all of them, man. And then flipping, you got what's the other guy? Perez, right? Perez he goes to the training ground, but he does not. He looks like a yes man himself. Youngberg, literally, they're yes men. They're the ones that are allowed to stay. Think about if Tony Adams was in them dressing rooms, even if he was giving a prep talk, bruv.
Bro, listen, you're talking about Tony Adams. Tony Adams was pissed every time he played football. He's got enough to answer for himself.
Bro, I don't care because that bro was lamping everyone on the field. And he played with heart. He played with heart.
Let's not make them all out to be
We don't have no one that plays with heart.
They would have booed him off, elevated him, really. They would have booed him off, really.
Let's be honest. The only Arsenal legends that work for the club are just Daniel Bryan's, bro, because all they do is say yes to every single thing that Kroenke's saying. That's it. Why do you think Ray Parlour did what he did? He wants a job. That's all they care about.
No. He already does
Let's
it.
be honest.
They pay him to come and play the charity matches and stuff like that. He already has one.
Ray Parlour showed the dickhead that he is, right? And Nigel Winterburn done the same thing to me when I invited him on my channel, right? At the end of the day,
what happened?
Yeah, they want to get their millions and they don't want to be criticised. And you know what? They want to live in their bubble. Football ain't about a bubble, bro.
Well, it says a lot. This is what I'm trying to say. The ones
about everything.
The only ex-players that still work for the club and that, they're the ones that literally, even when they were at the club, you could say, hey, blood, go get my boots, man, and clean the fucking sides, Reed boy. And they would do it. They're the kind of breads, like those are the ones that are still at the club right now.
Do you know what?
They're like, hey, listen,
you're not relevant.
Go put some cheese on my bun, Reed boy, and bring that over here and put it on my plate.
Listen, once you're not playing football, you're not relevant. All they want to do is be relevant.
Well, yeah, here, man.
Do you know what? Bergkamp, they done it back in the day. You know what? So what? They still shit on the toilet. They still wipe their ass like everyone else. They're not superhumans. Everyone's just got to let it go, man.
Yeah,
you know, when we realise where we are as a club, that's when Arsenal improves. That's Arsenal DNA. To know you're fucking back in that trench.
So wait, hold on a sec. So Sonny, right now, you've told me you want Kroenke's out, but you want Arteta to stay, and then you said Arsenal to realise their DNA. Where?
What's that, bro?
Where does that come from? Where does the Arsenal DNA recognition come from?
That's what you care about, Sonny. You cared about money.
No
You want to keep it better, but you want Kroenke out, really. You're just like every one of the Luton fans that think that
I don't on, right?
Single amount of home games against away games, right? And you're doing the opposite. So actually, you want them to relegate it as well. Good luck that, mate, because next season you're gonna get relegated.
Well, I want to get relegated. Hang on, 1 minute, bro. What am I saying and what are you listening to, bro? At what point did I back Kroenke?
Well, no, you're backing Arteta to stay in, right?
I'm not backing Arteta staying. What I'm saying is unrealistic, bro. What you don't want the geezer to come up with magic and all of a sudden fucking fix Arsenal with what? What you gonna fix it with? Granit Xhaka at left back.
I mean, what the fuck, man? I want everyone out at this point, really. At this point, everyone out, man. Tactics out, man. Slow, really. You want to relegate to next season? That's your job, man. That's your choice, really.
Bro, it's not realistic. Listen, it's not realistic, bro. You know, you can't have fucking full their score.
This season, we're meant to be relegated anyways, right? We were sitting 10th, 11th, so 15th by the time that Chelsea came around in Christmas, right? 15th, 16th. And now Chelsea got in the rut, really. And now suddenly we are mid-table, really. Now suddenly you want Arteta in, really. After all
once you cross that white line, you're responsible, bro, for how you play football, right? You know, once you cross that white line,
I ain't doing business deals. That's up to your staff, really. That's your staff responsible for the tickets, shirt sales, and season ticket holders, and everything else as well to do with business as well. But only you can do that, boycott everything. Fuck everything else, right? Fuck every single club. Fuck everything, right? And, you know, you can see where the ways are going.
Not realistic. What you're saying is not realistic, right? Why? Because it's not realistic, bro. It's not realistic, man. It's not realistic.
You know what the worst thing is? You know what the worst thing is? Sorry, Mohammed, right?
One
Let me
at
just
a
answer that question right
time.
there. Innit? Literally. All right, you know what, yeah? Look, Sonny, yeah, I promise you, I swear to God, up until today, yeah, I was literally with you, you know, I was saying, like, listen, there's no point in saying Arteta out, yeah, because we literally, the greater problem is the owner, innit? After tonight, yeah, seeing that we can't even beat Villarreal and then we're struggling.
One goal! We can't get one goal!
One goal, bro. One goal
Exactly,
against
man.
an injury ridden. Listen.
You're going to relegate.
We're at home, innit? So we're meant to be on that attacking fit, bro. All right, here's a really wicked example right now. Did you see Villarreal's defense every time the ball got near that goalkeeper? Now the goalkeeper was calling for the ball, saying, "I've got this." Do you see what they were doing? They were like, "Nah, fuck that," and they were literally just lobbing it out of the stadium or whatever, and they were turning around and just saying, "Just stay there, bro." Imagine we had more trust in their goalkeeper than their own defense did. They did not trust it. Did you see the thing, yeah, where he jumped up to catch the ball like this, yeah, and then he bounced it through his own legs, and then he nearly went in the goal, and then Emil Smith-Rowe was running up and then he caught it off that Aubameyang chance. Did you see that? That goalkeeper was whack, bruv. Anybody could have shot from outside of the box and it probably would have gone in. Bro,
but you're not getting twisted.
Why did we only have 2 shots?
I'm not backing Arteta, bro. I'm not backing Arteta, but what I'm saying is what everyone's saying is not realistic, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not realistic to all stop buying fucking merchandise because it can't be coordinated. It's not realistic to stop going to the game. It's not realistic to stop buying a pie. It's not going to happen.
You can't stop everyone from buying the shirt. And you know what, yeah? You see, even with people with season ticket holders, yeah? Bro, I feel their pain, you know, because I'm not a season ticket holder. I'm not a season ticket, so it's easy for me to say I'm not going to a game. I think I went to 1 game last year, bruv, yeah? But I'll tell you what season ticket holders can do. Get your season ticket. And I know it's going to seem like a madness, right? But think about it. Season ticket holders, yeah, they paid maximum money for their season ticket this year and never went to 1 game, right? Get your season ticket. Just don't go to the fucking game. Only go to away games. So you're not spending in the stadium.
I feel like having a naked woman in front of you, bruv. I know it would be mad tempting.
But like I'm trying to say to you, Tommy, there are men that actually didn't go to the stadium all year and they still pay the money.
Everyone's dejected and losing their shit.
Jam's in the building,
man. Sonny. I was going to say big up to yourself for going back to the gym, mate. I know it's hard having depression. I was going to say big up to yourself. I was like, big up yourself on past experience with depression. It's massive.
Thanks,
big
bro.
up yourself,
I really appreciate it. That means a lot. Thank you.
Mate.
We got Sonny, man.
No, I was going to say about Arsenal. You know me, Gal. You know I'm not biased.
We're fucked, bro. I'm saying we're that fucked. That's what I'm saying here.
Mate, it's you know I've got as a West Ham fan, you know I've got terrible owners, and you gotta just do everything you can now to get them out. You know what I mean? Everything. Don't go to games. Don't buy anything. Cause they're just going to take the piss out of you even more now.
So,
But no, you ain't in Champions League.
Bro, do you know what the problem is? They all live in a different bubble, bro. They all live in a different bubble, right? And they're all happy with themselves. They don't give a shit. Only fans give a shit. Do you think they give a shit?
No, you don't, man. We don't give a shit. Their players are robbing us off, right?
Only
These
fans give a
players
shit, man.
Bro, trust me, they
about
care, man. They
us
care.
only hear about
There's
the
no
raid.
the gap.
That's all they want. They
It's like
fucked
the
with
world
us.
now. It's like the world now. There's no. It's like with government. There's no.
It's all fraud. It's all fraud, bro. It's white collar crime, bro.
It's not. It's not a like as a West Ham fan. Like when we moved to the stadium, you think I felt like a fan going over there. It's all nicey. It's all watch the football. There's no grit anymore. There's no. It just feels totally different. They don't feel like football anymore. It feels like I don't know. Going to a
football, is it?
concert. It's not football. No, it's not. I went to West Ham. It's fucking popcorn outside. Even though I love popcorn.
Listen.
I'd have a burger. Mate, you know what I mean?
I think what being a football fan is, yeah, it's got nothing to do with the game. It's got nothing to do with the game at all. It's safe to talk about with your mates. If you want to go to a pub, you go to a pub or whatever. It's nothing to do with football at all.
It's not. It's just. I'm not like.
I was gonna bring it to Nitish. Nitish, you're up at like 7 in the morning or 5 in the morning in India right now, right?
Yeah.
Going crazy.
5.
What are you saying?
Wow, is it 7 o'clock for you?
No, 5 a.m. right now.
What?
Big up to yourself, mate.
He
No,
hasn't
it's
slept.
10 hours actually. That's
Yeah, I
10
just
hours.
got.
How you feeling, man?
I think more than the manager today, the players again let me down.
Exactly.
And we got 6 or 7 chances to score a goal, and it wasn't as if it was a tactical loss for us. Like Unai Emery did nothing special. Our players got so many chances in front of goal. Aubameyang hit the post twice. Rob Holding was smiling after missing 2 simple headers. And if you see, Emil Smith-Rowe had the best chance of the goal of the game. The goalkeeper literally begging him not to take a shot on target, and he's hit it wide. And he's so. If it was like we didn't create chances to score a goal, I would say Arteta is crap. But we got 6 or 7 good chances to score a goal, and no one has stepped up. Saka has the worst game of his season when we want him to have the best game of his season. And I think Aubameyang could have scored those, and he would have revived his career or season at Arsenal today, but it didn't happen.
Nitesh, you know what? Nitesh,
Yeah.
Partey is not good enough, right? For one, Partey is not good. He hasn't got the physicality, right, to run around a football pitch for 90 minutes. He ain't got it. The geezer blowing after fucking half an hour. Partey is not good enough, right? Technically he is, but it's like a fight, bruv. You know, you could be punching someone out, but if they've got more stamina than you, they're gonna knock you out at the end, right? Right? And that's what Partey is, right?
No. All right, Sonny.
Bro, sorry, he's not good enough. He ain't.
No, oh, come on.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's
Sonny.
not good enough,
Sonny.
bro.
Sonny,
He's,
man. All right.
he's puff pastry, bruv. He's
Bro,
puff pastry. He's not good enough for Arsenal, bruv.
All right.
Sorry, but he ain't.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sonny.
let's face facts.
Look at this then, yeah. Partey came from Atletico Madrid, yeah, where we was
So
all
what?
gassed. No, listen. When he came from there, we was all saying how sick of a player this guy was, right? He's come here.
Was
and
we?
he's not
I won't.
sick.
It didn't stand out to me.
Bro, we could all see how sick Thomas Partey. Bro, all right, think about it. Unai Emery wanted him last year.
But if you go to a club and it's full of shit fucking ugly birds, bruv, right? And there's one average one, you'd think she's fucking Miss World, bro.
Right, okay then.
Yeah,
So
the
this is
link
what
is right there. Jump on.
this is the thing that tells me right now, yeah. Again, Sonny, I was with you, you know. I was literally, there's no point in sacking Arteta when you got these owners type shit. I was on that, bro. Now, when you start to actually look at the teams we're losing to, drawing to, where we're losing all of these points, how we are losing them.
It's the way you're losing, though. They ain't even at their best when you lose.
We are in a sinking ship, bro. We are going down.
When you start talking shit on top of it, bro. When you start talking shit on top, that's when I draw the line on him. If he's honest and says, yeah, you know what, we're crap, I'll back that guy. But when he comes out and gives that bullshit interview he gives, right, I think, you know what, you're just another mug.
Wait, who are you talking about? Arteta?
Yeah.
Yeah, get him out. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we can't back this guy no more. Bro, and this one, ask anyone in the chat or on the panel, bro. I've never said I'm Arteta in or Arteta out. I'm just Kroenke out. Like, for me, if you're a good owner, you don't hire Arteta in the first place, bro. Like, and even then, if you're still a good owner, you see what's going on right now, and you say, boy, you know what, I need to pull that plug, you know. Now I'm on that thing where, bro, listen, this guy is losing a battle that he has no part of being in. Now I'm on that thing where, bro, listen, this guy.
Yo, bro, your playback.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's me, isn't it?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Evening, gents. Big up your girl, everyone on the panel. Big up, Sonny. I ain't seen you for a little while, bro. I hope you're well and the family's well. Same to everyone on the panel. Yeah, man. I can't lie, guys. I am vexed. Like,
same, man.
Like my blood is boiling, but you know, like I'm gonna keep it PG. I'll keep my composure.
No, man, just let it off. It's cancelling, bro.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't want to bash Arteta. Like, as much as I haven't been his biggest fan.
I think that's the truth.
This season has proved, and there's clear evidence, clear as day, that 18 L's in one season, 13 in the league, 2 in our domestic cup, 3 in 90-minute games. Yes, we went through against Olympiacos. Yes, we went through against who was it? My mind's gone blank. But and tonight, 18 L's this season. This is unacceptable, man.
You sound like Kevin Campbell.
Unacceptable.
Like Kevin Campbell in disguise right there, bro. That sounds like Kevin Campbell. Bad, bruv.
What, me?
Yeah, bro.
Nah, bro, as much as I love super Kevin Campbell, I'm not. I'll be straight up with you.
You sound like it, bear, cuz.
But yeah, like tonight, Arteta just got it wrong. Like, and again, there's been many other occasions where there's been clear evidence where this guy has mistreated, misused, and he has sucked the morale, the confidence of players. How can 1, 2, 3 players have a good game or good run of a couple of few games, and then their reward is then to be benched? Now I get it. You set up your starting 11 on who your opposition is. I get that. Like, but tonight, now for a club like Arsenal, how as much as I love our academy graduates that were in the starting 11. Now, is it really fair for all that pressure to be on those young boys' shoulders? Because they're all teenagers. Now, that just goes to show how far we've fallen as a club. We've lost our identity. We've lost our essence. We've lost our heritage.
Everything. We lost everything, bro.
Now,
everything.
And I'm sure you guys have all said it as well. Like, this all trickles down from the top all the way down to the bottom. Now, this ownership, they have proven to us in the over a decade that they've had a part to play at Arsenal, and yes, the last couple of years where they've had a full ownership, these are not the people. These are not the right people to take us forward. They don't want success. I don't need to quote the article that Stan Kroenke was quoted about what's your vision in terms of taking Arsenal forward.
Sonny, your thing is acting up. Jump out, jump back in.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just want to say one thing. What is this problem that fans have with youngsters playing? If Dortmund plays youngsters, they're like, oh, Dortmund has such world-class youngsters in the making. And when Arsenal plays the youngsters, they are like, we shouldn't be putting this kind of pressure on the youngsters. Arsene Wenger always played his young talents in the team. Yes, he had better first-team players as well. I get that. We also do have some better first-team players. They don't show up. That is a different thing. But I don't see any problem with the youngsters playing and losing games.
Do you know what? This is the difference, though, isn't it? When we was playing youngsters, we didn't rely on them. Probably except for Fabregas. That's probably the last one that we said, all right, yeah, go do something for us. But now, think about it right now, yeah? If Saka, Emil, Martinelli, are not playing, we're having a meltdown, bruv, because we need them in the squad. That's the only way we even get confidence that we will do anything on that pitch, because take away Saka, it's probably going to be Willian, you know, or take away Martinelli, again, it'll probably be Willian.
It's because
you know?
Dortmund, how about this? Long story short, this comment hits it on the nail. They sell their youngsters for profit.
Yeah.
We depend on our youngsters to improve our squad.
to the point they get old and then shit, and then we sell them for
Look
10
at Ramsey.
million.
Look at Ramsey. Ramsey was a
bullshit.
youngster that we depended on for a decade, and we got rid of him for nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, but no, they got rid of 3 men.
Judge
He just walked out.
sold West Brom, right? And then
Shocking.
And then West Brom sold them to Berlin. Good. And then
No, he was loaned. He was loaned.
Really good.
He's loaned to West Brom. Then we sold him to
Gunnar Express.
Gladbach.
Gunnar Express. You watch the German league. Isn't it just the model of the German teams to do this consistently? Just get youngsters and then move them on.
Yeah, and before anyone says Bundesliga tax, just fuck off with that, right? Because that does not exist. The Bundesliga tax thing, it's a complete fucking myth. The Bundesliga is not even almost the worst league in the top 5 European leagues. That goes to La Liga. But Bundesliga tax doesn't exist. Yes, a lot of players have failed when they come to the Premier League, but that's because of the physicality levels. Example, Timo Werner is not a physical player, whereas the Premier League demands you have. Yeah, exactly. They will get there. And I see this is a little bit of a tangent, but Weghorst from Wolfsburg, I will tell you now, he will improve our team. Not massively, but from what we have now, he will improve us. But in terms of the youth setup, yeah, you're completely right. A lot of the teams, even the smaller ones, the likes of Freiburg. Again, I follow a lot of Gladbach, and we have a lot of good youngsters coming through. The example, Florian Neuhaus, he's literally 22 years old. He's been here for about a year or two, and he's now going to be sold to Bayern Munich for up to £60 million, because that's what the German clubs do. They build these players up, make them have massive names, and sell them off for big profit to do it all over again. Yes, a lot of these teams never get to the top level because of that, but some of them hit a gem. The likes of Dortmund, they've hit a Haaland gem, they've hit a Sancho gem.
Fuck all that anyway.
Because I'm answering a question. To finish answering Igal's question, those teams can do that. Arsenal will never do that, because we find our gems, the likes of Saka and Martinelli. I don't want them to ever be sold. But the German clubs will sell them. But I'm a head off anyway, yeah, because I CBA with Arsenal right now.
I don't get that ball in the fucking ball.
No, wait, that's fine, Sonny, but I'm a head off, so I'm just saying my last piece on this, right? At the end of the day, Arteta is not good enough. I don't care what anyone wants to say. My opinion is he ain't good enough. And I'll quickly explain why. 18 losses in a season is absurd for an Arsenal manager of any level. 13 in the Premier League, right? 25 years we have been in Europe, since 1995 to 96 season. This is the first season since then we're not in Europe. It's been about 70 years since we've lost this many games at the Emirates, and I'm not hearing this, because the fans aren't there, bollocks. That's not the case. The fans would do nothing right now. Sorry, right? I'm sorry, I love to protect the Emirates in terms of the way the crowd is, but we are nowhere near the likes of a Liverpool in terms of the way we jeer our players on, right? But at the end of the day, this manager was never good enough. But in terms of expectations, I expect this squad to get higher than where it is right now, and he has failed to do that. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, he failed, and I've been Arteta out since the Aston Villa 3-0. I'm not jumping on any hype train. I've been saying this for months.
I'm not defending Arteta blindly, right? As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, I think it's Arsenal is that rotten that it's not even worth calling them out, bro. You either change a whole lot of them or you change none of them.
But again, I'm a head off, so I'm gonna just say this last piece, right? At the end of the day, no matter what you think, whether you're Arteta in, out, shake it all about, as a gal loves to say, Kroenke has to go. Every single fan needs to step up and say, yeah, this shirt might look nice, but no, I'm not going to get it. That's right. I don't ever see that happening. I don't see our fans having the mentality.
Bro,
wait. I'm a head off, Sonny, so just let me finish and then you can obviously go. But at the end of the day, at the end, yeah, I know. But at the end of because you're not letting me finish. At the end of the day, we ain't ever going to progress without getting rid of these owners. But I'm going to say this one last time. Kroenke out, Vinay out, because he's a pussyhole as well. Get Edu out. I don't care what anyone says about him. He's a dickhead as well. Get Arteta out and get all the puppets out, because that's all they are right now. They've got that little puppet.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the three legends who are going to come in are going to fix Arsenal? Is that what you believe?
No, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying is get them out. That's all he's saying.
Can I just address one point?
If three legends coming in, right? Is that going to fix Arsenal?
No, I don't think so. But one point I just want to add.
Probably gonna fix. It's gonna fix them big time, really, because when we ever see any progress under Kroenkes, under KSA, really, I mean, are we gonna see this couple of years ago? Fuck that, man. We will see it on honest.
Oh, fuck's sake, bro. I'm just drinking coffee in the corner. Allow me, man.
Gone the days of Edu. Gone the days of Vinay. Gone the days of every single one of the deluded idiots in the board, in the club. Every single one of them out. Everyone out.
Okay, just a couple of points before anyone else goes. One thing is, these guys are invincibles and they're legends. But when they started working as managers, all of them, okay, apart from Bergkamp maybe, all of them got sacked from their jobs. That means when they had to run a club or a football team, they were not good enough. The next thing is, Gunnar Express made a point that he said that 26 years since we were in Europe, and this season we have, under Arteta, we have been kicked out of Europe. If not for Arteta winning the FA Cup last season, we would have anyways been kicked out of Europe last season under Emery. And
Very
one
true.
more thing.
Very good point. Very good point.
That's the whole message is visit someone.
It's nothing to me, man. Not as a fan, really. Doesn't show anything at all. You can't win second, can't win first trophy European even, let alone winning anything, Cup to one cup, and losing against Man City in the quarterfinals, and then let Man City win the cup against Spurs. Really, come on, man. It's not good enough, really.
It's ridiculous. But, let me just say one thing. We're still going, guys. We're not stopping anytime soon. But I need you guys to do me a favor.
Europa League.
One second, Mohammed. Mohammed, yo, people in the chat, do me a favor. There's 140 of you guys. Please let me say what I'm trying to say. There's 140 of you guys in the chat. Do me a favor, guys. Smash a like on the video at least to help us get more people involved, more people getting eyes on the channel. And if you're first time here, do me a favor, smash a like on the video and subscribe if you're new.
Yeah, okay. One last coming to go now, if that's all right, guys.
Yeah.
I just want to say, right, this is going to be controversial, right? That Arsenal doing the invincible season is the worst thing whatever happened to the club, in my opinion. It's the worst thing whatever happened to the club.
Yeah.
I wish we just won the league normally like everyone else does, right?
Yeah.
That stupid little gold trophy, fucking 12 inches, right, is the worst thing what could happen to Arsenal because they're still living off it. Thierry Henry and the rest of them, right? Good players in their day, brilliant players, world-class players, but they're not now. They're just old men, right? They don't walk on water, right? So Arsenal, the only thing Arsenal mean is to us lot, us. Whether you go or you don't go, right? If you're born an Arsenal fan, or you become an Arsenal fan, Arsenal the only thing that matters to us. I could not give a fuck about none of them, bro, right? At the end of the day, all they're doing it for is their own personal gain, right? Arsenal is ours, right? And that's all they're doing. But we're fucked. We're fucked, and we just got to accept it. Whether Arteta stays or he goes, it don't matter. You know, we're just all fucked. You know, if 5 people fall this shit, right, and they stay around 11, they all stink. A lot of them stink. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm really fed up now. You know. But guys, lovely talking to you. Everyone in the comments, lovely liaison with you. We like you or not.
Peace, Sonny. Yo, what are you saying, bro? Young man came on to criticize us, huh?
Listen, I'm gonna be real at Gower now. I'm gonna be nice because obviously one of my good friends. Listen, I did check up halfway through the Man United game and it was dying out what Arsenal was saying. The game was horrendous. I mean, you guys did hit the bar twice. 1 shot on target. I mean, you know, it's a semi-final. All you needed to do was score 1 goal and you man would have been in the final. I mean, for me, you know, this lies deeper than just the manager. I think the players are, honestly, this is probably one of the worst teams, not just in this new generation of Arsenal teams. It's honestly one of the worst I've seen overall in terms of mentality, if not the worst I've seen so far. But, you know, what can I say? Loads of Arsenal fans in my family who support Arsenal, they've all seen them lift major trophies, win so many trophies, and just do their thing, man. But now it's just pure shit. It's just descending into pure shit. And as a United fan, I could sit here and be a dickhead and talk shit and just banter you all day long, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be honest, because I'm a little bit sad because I've seen Arsenal.
Yeah, man,
when
respect you.
They were actually at least half decent, actually contending for things or trying to go for things. But then now I hear people saying, "Oh yeah, the FA Cup was a fluke." Let me tell you this right now, okay? I'm calling out Gunnar Express here because what he said is just nonsense. Just because your manager is not good enough does not mean you win an FA Cup by accident. You win a trophy because you earned it. You win a trophy because you've earned it. I don't care if you're vexed or not. You're chatting shit if you're saying that you won a cup by a fluke. You do not win trophies by fluke. Chatting shit. Again, you don't win trophies by fluke. So for me, that is a scandalous comment, and that's one thing I can back Arteta on. But I think the debate's settled. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a better manager than Arteta, and it should never be in the same conversation ever again.
Right, okay. See about the next season.
Let me just say,
Come on, Unai Emery, win the Europa League.
I think Ads is just nervous now because he has to face Emery rather than Arteta.
I'm just gonna say
I'm not scared of Emery.
I know.
I'm not scared of Emery.
But the players are scared,
he's just as much of a joke man as
scared
Arteta.
of him. What's there to be scared? If you say you're not scared of Emery as a player, right, you would normally take in every single one of the defenders, right, and head on. But instead, all you got is shy, timid guys.
Yo, John Boy Dre. Yo, come on, bro.
They paid wages, man, and they just like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go into
Yo, guys in the chat. If you know, Don Boy Dre's lives matter.
What? No,
that was the best stream, I swear. That was the funniest stream. That was the sickest stream. Now, you know what,
man? Fuck off.
And what I'm gonna say,
Mohammed, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about. Imagine as a player, right? Gina, right? ADCS, yeah. That's how I pronounce his name.
Oh no, bro, just chill,
right?
just chill.
And you're saying
that
earns it, the FA Cup by merit, right? Well, didn't he do anything against Villarreal?
Bro,
because he didn't, though. He didn't win by merit, though.
I'm lagging, bro.
Mohammed, let him go. Let him go. So, what are you saying?
Hard. The only thing I'm gonna say, man, is guys visit Somalia, man.
You are already in Somalia. I can barely hear you.
You're the baddest man for that. Bro. The baddest guy.
My internet connection today is potatoes. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection, but honestly, we need to boycott sponsors, man. We need to do the same thing as United. I think our fans not gonna do it though. So you know what? We never ever gonna be successful with the Cronkies. Right now, I'm a bit sad, but you know, reality is hitting me, man.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Hitting me now.
Man's got the mustache like Ned Flanders. Okay.
Ned Flanders. Oh, boys. I'm in Canada, by the way, and I'm Irish. Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Right. I'm just going to be on for a minute, man. I just want to say that was a heartless, shocking display from, like, you would have swore that we were the team that were winning 2-1. There was glimpses of hope. Abba hitting the post twice. But other than that, it was just shocking. Like, Jesus Christ. I was never Arteta in. A lot of people were. I was always very unpopular with my other Arsenal friends because they loved Arteta, and I was like, no, like we always should have got a higher caliber of manager, but I think Arteta was the easier option because he didn't have much experience. Like, imagine if we went and got Simeone after Emery got sacked. Imagine saying no to Simeone going in going, I want this player. And Kroenke saying no. Simeone would probably headbutt him. Be like, fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're going to call it Ancelotti by this point, really. Before
Mohammed,
appointed, right?
One second, Mohammed. We got one more. We got one more surprise guest.
The manager that we have now.
By the way, before we go to Harry, what's your name, mate?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Martin.
Martin. Nice to meet you, Martin.
No,
We're just
no,
going to
Martin.
keep you in the panel. I'm just going to put you aside for Harry, okay?
No
Harry
worries,
just
man.
came home from work. Harry, question. How much of the game did you watch?
He
Having my
probably watched
toasty.
enough. He probably watched enough of it.
Yeah, so I watched sections of the first half, and then I watched majority of the second half. But I was watching it, but also working at the same time. So I watched enough to realise that it was fucking shit, and that we're just shit, mate. I got nothing to say. I've never felt this dejected after a game ever. I was at the Champions League final in 2006 when we lost to Barcelona. I was at Anfield away when we lost Champions League, I think quarter final, when Walcott went on that crazy run and Adebayo scored. Yeah, I've been all around the world watching Arsenal, and I've never been as dejected as I am tonight. Absolutely gutted. Gutted for Arteta, gutted for the players. But none of them are defendable tonight. And if everyone is sacked tomorrow, then it would be fully justified.
So are you saying that you're saying you're not putting yourself in any camp, but you understand if he was sacked?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. And it's really sad. I was looking on Twitter during the game, and there were people tweeting 30 minutes in saying, is this the process, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, fucking hell, people are so obsessed by being proven right, they can't even put their energy in on just supporting the team. And even after the game, it's all about, I told you so, or, anyone that wants Arteta in is an idiot and all this stuff. So for me, it's not about that, and I don't even want to get involved in that. I totally understand that Arteta hasn't reached his objectives, and on that basis, he should be sacked. Do I want him to be sacked? No, not really, because I like him. But I mean, liking someone isn't enough of a reason for them to be a manager of this club. But
I agree.
Go on.
I said I'm not Arteta in, I'm not Arteta out. But at this point, there's no case that I can make to bring to the table to say why he should keep the job.
I'll just add one thing to that. My friend Steven told me today, what will it take you to be Arteta out, and are you going to run the club into the ground? And I told him 2 weeks ago, when the ESL was about to come out, you were about to leave Arsenal and stop supporting the club, and you are telling me that I am going to run the club into the ground if I'm supporting Arteta. So it's that crazy out there. If you're Arteta in right now, everybody is against you. They're waiting when you will turn. It's like a festival that they're waiting for that will come in a few weeks now, or eventually at some point of time. They don't realize if tomorrow we did an analysis of the squad and based on how the players have played this season, they would say most of these players need to go as well. So that is where we say that today also I said that if the players had taken their chances and scored, which we have not done quite a few times this season, we would have won the game. We didn't need to win 4-0 or 5-0. We didn't mess up the first leg that much. We lost 2-1 and a 1-0 win would have been enough for us. But when you don't score a goal, don't expect your team to win and go through to the final. If it was a final, we would have anyways not won because we would have not scored again.
Yeah. People in the chat, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash a like on the video. Over 113 of you guys in the video. I need you guys, at least one person. If one out of every two of you guys smash a like right now, we'll get over 100 likes. That would be massive. Now, Manchester United are through to the final. Chelsea are through to a final. Man City are through to a final. We were the last team to make it an all-English European final for both sides, and we couldn't have our thing. We couldn't have our dinner. Now, I'm going to ask you guys quickly. People are trying to make this as an Emery masterclass. It wasn't an Emery masterclass. It's just we never showed up. Do you guys agree?
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%. What masterclass?
I disagree.
Whoever's saying that is chatting West.
Okay, who's saying it was an Emery masterclass?
Bro, it was plain to see from Emery's tactics. They kept their shape. They were disciplined. They were the victors from the first leg. They had a 2-1 lead. All they had to do was come down to the Emirates, be disciplined, keep your shape, don't get excited, don't make stupid mistakes, sit back and counter. They executed that plan.
What was your question, by the way? Sorry, I'm talking to a comment section. Oh, we got another guest, by the way. You really think that it was Emery executing the 0-0 draw? He was playing for the 0-0 draw.
Look, obviously, no team wants to play boring football, yeah. But clearly, from Emery, now if you're 2-1 up from a first leg, and all you need to do is just sit back and play that defensive sort of football, and if it works out, look, I'm not calling it a masterclass, but what I am saying is in his preparation for this game, the guy clearly told his players what to do. This is how we're going to set up. This is how they trained all week back in Spain. This is going to be my starting 11. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. The guy had clear instructions. Come halftime, he repeated himself, rinse and repeat, and then they for 90 minutes they got the job done. It was over the line, and Arteta, unfortunately, look, I respect everyone's opinion who says they still have faith in Arteta, but I have to respectfully disagree. Now, this guy, he hasn't shown me anything for me to believe in his process. He hasn't. The guy is look every experience, negative or positive, that he faces, it's his first time with Arsenal. It's his first time, positive and negative. The guy has never dealt with big ego players. The only thing that guy has over any players in our squad is our academy graduates. Because this guy's not seasoned. He doesn't have real pedigree. Now, that's not his fault. That's not his fault. But what his where he is at fault is when he sucks the confidence out of the players that play well, who have a game under a belt, a few games under the belt, where they build a bit of confidence, but then in the third, fourth, or somewhere down the line, that player's reward is to be benched or out of the squad. Now, yes, like with the Williams signing from the start of the season, yeah, some said it was a good thing, some said it was a bad thing. Me personally, I don't want to see my football club ever buy an ex-Chelsea player ever again.
Wow, look at this comment. Sorry, bro. Let me just read this comment. Man said, I used to be Arteta in. I feel embarrassed. And I feel embarrassed.
Yeah,
like,
we should all
Me too. Me too.
Listen, at the end of the day, when Arsenal play the next game during the weekend, Mohammed,
I want a big experienced manager in, right? Like Carlo Ancelotti, Rafa Benitez, Jose Mourinho, and now look what we got.
Okay, let me stop you right there, Mohammed. If we go into the next game and we still have Arteta, I'm gonna still back the team. Doesn't mean I don't think that the manager might not be the best manager for the future of the club. It just means I'm gonna back the team on the night. So when people are saying stuff like, I want the manager gone and I want us to lose games, that's what I associate wanting the manager out to.
Yeah,
people associated.
Whoever says they want the manager out, like they would rather the team lose to get Arteta sacked. Whoever says that, again, respectfully, you're not a fan. You're not a fan. As much as I don't want Arteta to be a manager of our club, I still want my team, my club, to win every single next game that comes up. Every game, I want my club to win. Now,
Arsenal doesn't really like excite me anymore. There's only two things that excite me at the minute, and that's my club and a yearly trip to Pornhub, and that's it. Arsenal doesn't excite me anymore. It doesn't excite me anymore.
Bro, you came out of nowhere. That's a Doncaster Rover fan saying Arsenal doesn't excite him.
Arsenal doesn't excite me anymore. They're just so poor, so boring.
One second.
From there to there.
I don't think we should have been able to.
It's gone to shit level, really. It's got the -50. -50. Are we supposed to be a big club in this? Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, honestly, did we deserve to come out of this? Really? Did we deserve our football club, our own football club, to come out like this? Exactly, man. We don't deserve
this. The Cronkies deserve this.
Exactly. We don't deserve
at least one thing.
Their
At least one
pockets-
positive.
Their
One
pockets
positive.
are now hurting.
Guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. But before I wrap it up, one positive from tonight: Cronkies do not get us into European football. They don't get Champions League football, and this might mean they might be able to sell now without having to worry about any profits from next season.
There's
any positives from tonight, unfortunately. I don't think there's any positives from tonight.
There is one positive though. There is one half kind of positive, because I hear a lot of people saying that the only positive is the youngsters. I think with the youngsters, I think you obviously have Saka, you have Smith Rowe, you have all of these people, Balogun as well. Listen, I'll tell this now. Their time will come. Okay, their time will definitely come, because I remember when Jose was still in charge and we had Rashford, everyone was saying, oh, Rashford's not going to make it because we have this manager in charge and we're dropping. Ollie has come in and basically set way higher standards than Rashford could have even dreamed of. And that's what he came out and said in an interview a few months ago as well. So trust me, and when you get a better manager in as well, the levels that these kids are going to set will be so much more higher than you guys ever anticipated. And another positive, we're in the finals. So yes.
Later ads.
Congratulations. One positive for me, right?
No. Harry said there's no positives. Harry, if the Cronkies do sell, this could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I don't think we've got the pool that we think we have. I don't think we've got the listen. If we're under a new owners, then maybe it's different. But I think we're a long way from getting an Allegri manager. And like Beyond the Post just said, you know, the squad is really poor in some areas. So I don't know what another manager, how better a manager can make us. I know there's people drawing comparisons to Tuchel and what he did, but the squads are different, the club's different. If we're going to suddenly get brought out by the Daniel Elkert Spotify, and then he changes how we run the club in terms of just pumps money into it, then of course go get a great manager, knowing that we're going to spend £500 million on it. But I don't think we are going to be that club. And you know, the whole inexperience thing is something that really winds me up a little bit. It's got nothing to do with experience or inexperience. When Arteta won the FA Cup, no one was saying anything about experience. When we beat Spurs at home, no one mentions experience. Pep Guardiola knocked Manchester City out of the Champions League last year by making tactical blunders against Lyon, the best manager in the Premier League. You know, experienced managers make mistakes. Arsene Wenger had more experience than anyone, and we all wanted him out. I didn't, but we all wanted him out. So it's not about experience. It's just about, you know, being good and getting it right. And Arteta got it fundamentally wrong over the two legs. He got it so wrong. You know, he couldn't have got it, you know, any wrong. It was really poor from Arteta. That's not experience. That's just bad management. It's easy for us to say experience. If Agal, you've been great on your shows as a host. If you have 10 bad shows and someone goes to you, oh, it's experience. No, it's not. You had 30 great shows before. You've just had some bad shows. You've just had some bad mistakes. And just a quick one. If you've got a kid and he's running a race and you're telling your kid, you're shit, you're not going to win this race, you're not going to win this race, you're shit, and he doesn't win the race, that doesn't make you an expert. Saying you've wanted Arteta out for a year and then going, oh, I told you so, doesn't make you an expert. It just means you've wanted failure, you've predicted failure, and it's happened. Some fans predict positivity and look at it, you know, in a different view, but the whole experience thing doesn't work for me. It just doesn't make sense. I know what people are saying in terms of like, he hasn't been in this situation before, but managers in situations have made massive errors. Wenger made huge errors, having been a manager for 20 years. Mourinho's made mistakes. So it's not about experience. It's just about making the right calls on the day. And Arteta got it so wrong. Arteta got it so wrong
Big up
today.
to the people in the chat. One guy saying,
He hasn't made the right choices, really. He made the wrong choices here and there, right? He said he was going to make the right choices. Instead, he's making
Is there a delay? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, just 1 second, mate. Let me read some of the comments. Guys saying there's a major issue. There's over 100 people watching, and there's only 76 likes at this moment. So guys, smash the likes. Yo, Monster, if you want to come on, jump on. You wanna chat shit right now? I see you. Lampard tax. Someone saying question to everyone: get rid of Emery was a mistake. Ooh.
No, getting rid of Wenger was a mistake. Getting rid of Wenger was a mistake.
And it's question,
What?
right?
Getting rid of Wenger was a mistake.
100%.
No.
Of course it's a mistake.
I'm saying,
Okay, how's it not a mistake? Look where we are. We're worse. Of course it's a mistake. If everyone wants to talk about levels, of course it's a mistake. We've dropped massively since Wenger's left. 100% it was a mistake letting him go. 100%. Okay, we wouldn't have got to where we want to be under Wenger, but we're certainly a lot worse without him. 100% it was. You can't argue with that. We were fifth under Wenger, and now
he was going down. He was going down when he let go. We let go of him, and he would have also eventually landed at this point in time after a certain period of time. His name value was going down as has the name value of Arsenal gone down with respect to him signing bigger players. When he was Wenger, the one everyone wanted to play for, that was going down with the way that his tactics were towards the end of his career at Arsenal, and eventually players would have realized that going to play for Arsenal and Wenger will not help my career anymore, because I won't be picked in the national team. Like a lot of players at that point of time were stopped being picked for the national team. I will not be winning any title. There are better players, and like the Pep coming into Manchester City, there will be better managers as well. So they would have chosen those managers over Wenger. Even a Mourinho would have attracted more bigger players than Wenger at that point of time.
Yeah,
I personally
you can't bring the pairs. You can't pull the biggest pairs. You can't even pull Jack Grealish from Aston Villa, who are doing well.
My theory is the reason why I wanted Arteta in the job longer was because I was saying sacking Arteta and starting with a new manager to start the whole rebuild might actually set us back. At this point, I'm saying even sacking Arteta and bringing in a new manager will still be behind.
Do you think that we overhype some of our players? Like
100% we do.
Absolutely. Like, it's just the lack of goals and threat we have going forward, especially tonight. Like, Aubameyang had a couple of chances, but he was still recovering from his illness. So that, like, we don't have. Like, is it? Am I right at saying that El Neni has scored the most goals from our midfield this season? Am I right in saying that? Yeah. Like, now I like El Neni. I have no problem with him. I actually would have liked to see him start because he scored at the weekend. Like, but like, I like Pepe, I like Abba, I like Laka, but they're just not putting it out. But one thing I'll say about Abba with Emery and Laka, Emery got the best out of the two of them. And since he's left, they've just declined. I don't know if it's because of Arteta or if it's the way he's wanting them to play. I'm not sure. That's the question I wanted to ask you guys. I think
sell them all.
Listen, Miguel is very dumb, bro. I did not say anything to defend Arteta. I'm just saying if you want to get him sacked, you can sack him. I'm not saying sack him. I'm not saying don't sack him. I'm saying if we do sack him, do we trust the people who are going to get hired behind him? And also, reasonable question: do you see us going back even further with the new manager coming in, taking time to assess the situation?
No, I think a fresh pair of eyes might help us. I think there'll be less. There'll be no pre-existing relationship. So the likes of Guendouzi will get a new start. Players like Saliba and might be able to come back and not feel like they've got to earn Arteta's trust, and they might be able to just play a lot more free. I think that might help. I think that it's something that the board have to consider, because ultimately, I like Arteta and I want Arteta to stay. I want him to work. I want it to work out for Arteta because I like Arteta. I wanted Wenger to stay, and I wanted him to prove everyone wrong because I like Wenger. I didn't want it to stay with Emery because I didn't like Emery. I didn't resonate with him. I didn't get a good vibe of him. I didn't think that he understood what the club meant. I believe that Arteta does, but that doesn't mean he should stay. I would be really cutthroat now, and I would make a bold call. And if Arteta goes, and I think about 10 players should also go. I think there's a lot of players that need to go, because what happens is it's a bit like Spurs. Go back to Spurs' team under Pochettino 3-4 years ago. They had an incredible back four of Trippier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, and Danny Rose. They had Harry Kane and Son, and they had a couple of good central midfielders in there. They couldn't get over the line because psychologically all they had was experiences of failure. So they just always came across this mental stumbling block. And even now, with a new manager in Mourinho and better players in Højbjerg and Reguilon and whoever it is, you still can't get over the line because there's too many players in that squad who have got bad experiences. So when it comes down to it, something in their psyche just clicks and it doesn't help them. They can't get over the line. What we need to do is get rid of all of the shit. Get rid of all of it. All of those players have bad experience under Wenger, Emery, and Arteta. I like Xhaka, big fan of him, big fan. I like Rob Holding, don't mind Bellerin. A lot of players that I like in our team. But if you want to start again, you got to get everyone out and you got to go. I know it's really unrealistic, but you need to get rid of all of that bad energy in a club and go again.
Harry, I've got to say, I finally agree with you. Like, we have to stop being sentiment FC and start being ruthless FC.
But the thing I just want to add to that,
cutthroat from now on, like from top to bottom. But unfortunately, under this ownership, under the Kroenkes, under KSC, there's going to be no clear sunny days. The dark grey clouds with hailstones is going to continue. So we have to do everything as a fan base, like what we done a week back from the back of the European Super League news that broke out. That was amazing. I got to say, like, as an Arsenal fan, I was happy. I was proud to be an Arsenal fan. But unfortunately, it's come down to what fans are doing outside rather than what the players should be doing on the pitch that is making me happy. This is the problem we have. Now we have to still, I know people have thrown out suggestions. My thing is, everyone can have an opinion. Everyone has their right to be heard. Cool. But when you put out a suggestion, or in your mind, if you feel it's a solution on the table, unfortunately, we have people in our fan base who just counter and say, "Oh, that's never going to happen. That's never going to be reality. That's never going to come true. We can't do this. We can't do that." There's always an excuse within our fan base. Now, don't come with me with a counter argument. Come with a solution to put on the table, so then we can maybe make that solution even better. Come up with a better idea. Now, one thing is, even before this whole COVID thing broke out, there were a number of fans who were saying, look, when you go on a match day to the Emirates, don't spend money on food, drinks, programs. What was it? Beers, pints, pints, programs, and pies. Don't do any of that. Like, if anything, when you're going down to the Emirates, spend your money at the independent businesses. Give them your money. Don't give the club money. That's not going to affect the players playing for 90 minutes. That's going to hurt the Kroenkes' pockets. Again, with the merchandise thing, I haven't bought a single Arsenal top for years, since when we were sponsored by Nike. The only time that I fell for it, they suckered me in, is when we bought
the yellow tops.
Sanchez. Our new sponsor,
Sanchez. Back then.
Sanchez. That's even before that, a few years, I didn't buy any type of merchandise, no kits from Arsenal, nothing. When they bought Sanchez, because we bought Ozil, the following year we bought Sanchez, new sponsorships. I thought, you know what? Maybe we've turned a leaf. Maybe the Kroenkes are going to start now back in Wenger. But then the year after that, what did we do in the transfer market? We only signed Petr Cech, not one single outfield player. Now again, fast forward to today. Come start of the season, when we offered Oba a new contract, amazing. I was happy when that got done. Yes, he longed it out for the longest because he wanted to see who else in Europe wants me. You know, that's down to him. But when all we done as an ownership, as a board, to sign further players, we signed Partey and Gabriel. Now, as much as they were good signings at the time, because Partey was a beast at Atletico Madrid. Gabriel, he put in a solid few seasons in the French league. So we thought, right, now this is us moving forward. Now, yes, it hasn't worked out in Partey's first season. A few injuries along the line, and for me, honestly, it's down to his. It's way too soon, way too early for us to write Partey off. For me personally, I always give players maximum 3 years. That's just how I am. First year, it's going to be down to you moving to a foreign country, culture, different league, other reasons.
Harry, you look
maybe, yeah, you didn't hit the heights that you thought you would do. By the third season, if you're still not cutting it, right, you're out the door, mate. We've stuck with players like Xhaka for far too long. That guy has been here for 5 years now. What has he done?
We missed him tonight, right? We missed him tonight.
Yes, we bought him from.
Man, someone said, don't forget £72 million Pepe.
Look, Pepe, with Pepe, right? Now, yes, I've accepted the fact that he's not worth 72 million. That was all down to Don Raul, that absolute fraud.
I thought for a second you're gonna say Robbie.
No. Don Raul.
Let Harry speak.
When Arsenal come knocking, we've got a different knock. Yeah, when his chubby little hands come knocking, it's the sound of a baby knocking on the door.
Yeah, let Harry go. Let Harry go, bro.
Pepe is the same as like maybe 75% of our team. Sometimes good, sometimes shit, and that's it. And we make a case for Martinelli, for Pepe, for all of these players. Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka, Ødegaard. I like them all. I think they're all great. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're average, and that's why we're in an average league position. And just quickly to go back to Kroenke, that they don't know who the right people are. That's the problem.
What I wanted to say about Pepe,
we were competing for round of 16. We were competing round of 16, and I was thinking back to 2015, 2016 when we last time qualified Champions League, right? When we got embarrassed by Leicester City. Now look at the squad back then, right? You had Sanchez, you had Danny Welbeck, you had Giroud, you had Espina, you had Mertesacker, you had Koscielny, you had Granit Xhaka, but never played. You had Alexis Sanchez. And now look at the squad now we got, really. We got a couple of young kids, right? But the experienced people are not helping them as well. So compare that and now, we'd be wishing that we were back then, which was shit to go, right? But we still compete for top 4 at the time, right? So you could have got more quality players to compete for top 4 again. But
basically,
we don't need for.
So basically, we have a much better team, but with less quality from the top end. Like when it comes to people say we have a much better team. Yes, we have much better quality of signings, but we don't have that much of a good team across the board. Yeah. We have young players carrying a squad full of garbage seniors.
And should that be acceptable?
Garbage is underperforming senior players with the best performing players are all under the age of 23.
For these young players, who are out of our seniors, who are setting the example? Who does Saka look up to? Who does Emil Smith look up to? Who does Gabby Martinelli look up to? So that we have been run very, very poorly for a very, very long time, and this cannot be acceptable anymore. When it comes to transfers and rebuild projects, Arsenal or the board or the owners, they always do it half-heartedly. Because we went and signed in just a few years back, in 2013, we signed Özil. I was ecstatic. Turkish player coming to us. I'm a fellow Turk. When I saw us sign a Turkish player for Arsenal, I was jumping for joy. I was like, we're signing a guy from Real Madrid, you know? Is that how Arsenal's flexing now? and then we go and sign Alexis. But where we went in half-heartedly and we just hit a brick wall was when we signed Petr Cech and we didn't rebuild from that. Now with Oba for last season, what was the point of us giving him a 350 or 375,000 a week contract if all we signed was Thomas Partey and Gabriel, when we know clearly, clear as day, we all needed a few more positions? But Arsenal FC continue to go into every single transfer window half-heartedly, and we say, "Oh, we just need 3 players. We need 3 players," but we only end up getting 1. We need 4 players. We end up getting 2. We get 5. We need 5 players. We only get 3. Like,
the thing is, hold on. The thing is, you talk about rebuilding. The first thing about rebuilding is you don't do it in one season. That is the first thing. And as Harry was pointing out, that we need to get rid of the players who have this mentality of losing games. You need to have a manager over a period of at least 4 to 5 years to actually replace all the players who were having that losing mentality, and for him to get his new players. So you need to have a manager that needs to stick around for at least 3 to 4 years. If you say, I give a manager 1 season and I expect him to produce miracles, it's not going to happen in the Premier League. Then you probably start watching the Championship.
Yeah, but I don't expect this manager to lose 18 times in the season, my friend. You understand?
No, that's fair.
I'm all for giving a guy a fair chance, a fair opportunity.
We need
this
someone
guy
to
has
come
lost
in.
18 times this season. This is unacceptable.
Listen.
This is not the answer. That's
But
my
what does it rebuild? Right now is not the time to be
When's the
defending.
last time we have a qualified to Champions League? When's the last time we have a not just Champions
Damn it,
League?
I love you, bro. But there's a
we
mad
have
delay. Every time I'm trying to
tactics,
speak, you talk over me. I don't know why. What I'm trying to say, Natisha, is right now there's no need to try to defend any case for why we should keep Arteta or anything else. He's currently in the job, right? There's no need to defend him. We know he's in the job. We know he's not going anywhere as of right now. Anyone who makes a case to say why he should be sacked, they have valid points. They have valid reasons. They have a lot of things. As a person who was backing Arteta this whole time, I only had one leg to stand on. If we were to win the Europa League and to get Champions League football, he would have reached his objective. And my objective was clear at the beginning of the season. Either get it through the back door, Europa League, or get it through the front door, top 4. If you didn't get neither, at the end of the day, as a fan, I'm not going to lie to you, he doesn't have a leg to stand on in why he should stay in this job. I'm not saying sack him because that's anti-productive. I'm saying if you're going to look for a replacement, you can do it in the summer and get a person in the summer. If you want to get a new person in now and get an intern in until the end of the season, up to you as a club. But personally, I'm not going to be screaming Arteta out. I'm not going to be screaming sack him tomorrow. I'm not going to be screaming if we lose every single game for the rest of the season because it's anti-productive. I think the best way to go about it is if he's in the job, we back the team. And if we want him out, we can still voice your opinions through social media. Say go to the stadium with banners, do whatever you want to do. But my personal opinion, I'm not going to defend him and I'm not going to criticize him. I'm just going to stay in the middle and talk about the game and what I see. And today was shambolic, embarrassing. And as a manager, as a club, as fans, as a game, tactics, as players selected, everything from top to bottom, the manager's in the wrong, the players in the wrong, the board are in the wrong, everyone's in the wrong. And you know what? This was embarrassing. As a football club, they played terrible. Newcastle United could have played better against Villarreal today.
Yeah,
Stay of the club, man. The stay of the club is really proven, really. If you can't beat Newcastle, you might as well get beaten by Villarreal. You might as well get beaten by Slavia Prague. Imagine we're in Champions League,
beat Newcastle,
right? And we lose the small teams in Premier League, right? We get group stage against PSG, against, I don't know, Moscow's team or something, and then we get against Inter Milan in the third group stage or something like that, right? We'll probably finish 4th, and we're not going to go over the round 16.
Next.
No, I was going to say I commend you for being impartial, and I'd like to be the same. I think you're right that you're not backing the manager. You're just like you say, you don't want to be negative for the sake of it. But in terms of Arteta and his performance tonight, I'm sure you've mentioned it before, but his performance tonight was awful. Taking Aubameyang off is so bemusing when he hasn't really done that much in the game anyway, so he can't be that fatigued. The thing that annoyed me most about tonight was that at the start of the game, play the opposition, make sure tactically you're set up to stop them and then try to impose your game. When you are chasing the tie, forget about the opposition, 15 minutes ago. Forget about tactics. Forget about playing a back four. I couldn't believe that I saw Willian playing right back and Saka playing left back. I couldn't believe that both centre halves were still playing at the back. Why the fuck isn't Mario or Rob Holding in the box? Why isn't Reece Nelson on as well? Why haven't you not just got 7 people in the box and for 10 minutes you are just going, who fit, who fit, who fit? Why? Because he thinks so tactically. So he thought, if I take Aubameyang, if I bring Lacazette off, then I've only got, no, I can't take a central midfielder out, so I've got to take Aubameyang off. I've got to keep one striker on so the whole shape stays. If I take Bellerin off, I've got to make sure Willian then goes right back. Why are you worried about that? This is you're saving 10 minutes. Get the fucking ball and whack it in the box repeatedly. Get Rob Holding there, causing a nuisance. And instead, we're still trying to build the ball up. And that's when I thought to myself, wow, you are so tactically driven. You've lost sight of the minute. It's 80th minute, 90th minute. You forgot that you don't worry about shape. Do not worry about shape. If you want to score a goal, you need to get everyone in the box and you need to put pressure on. If Villarreal score on the counter attack, who gives a fuck? It's done.
Later,
but you're not going to score playing it safe. And when I watched that the last 15 minutes, sorry, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I couldn't believe it because I thought, what are you doing? Just what are you doing? You've let yourself down tonight, Arteta, massively. The first leg was a bit of a fuck up. Tonight, you've just got it wrong. You've tried to dominate the midfield. You've tried to dominate the midfield while playing attacking players, forgetting that the only way they're going to get the ball is if you penetrate from deep. But you can't do that because you've got Thomas Partey on his own trying to run a game. Really shit from Arteta tonight. Awful substitutions. The worst substitutions I've ever seen from a manager trying to save his job, trying to get into a Champions League final. The worst substitutions I've ever seen. Why?
Europa League final, by the way.
Europa League final, sorry. Willian has been fucking awful. So just bring on Nelson. Don't bring on Willian. You know he's not going to do anything. You know he's got no confidence. Just bring on Nelson, who's free, who's got no inhibitions, no pressure. Just go on there and let him take him around on put on a cross. Willian, just gets it past it sideways. Bringing in Nketiah on like with 5 minutes to go. What do you expect him to do? It's fucking terrible from Arteta tonight.
Should have
terrible.
Simple as this, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna go to bed and I gotta eat and do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, long story short, we lost. We're out. The rest of the season is gonna be torture. But you know what? One thing about it is the rest of the games don't mean nothing. We're probably going to finish in 10th or 9th season. I don't want to finish 7th because if we finish 7th, that means we're going to get Europa Conference League, and I don't want Europa Conference League. So let's finish outside of the top 9 at least, and then we'll be safe. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful day.
Fans, you got to take the hits, Arsenal fans. You got to take the abuse. We give it a lot on social media. Now you got to take it. You got to take 100%.
One more thing, guys. One more thing, right? Because I know that if we don't go to Europa League, when we go to Europe, anything, but this is a saving grace. This is a saving opportunity where it's to regroup, refocus, reshape our objective, right? And think that this might be a turning point for all of us, really, to realize that the Kroenkes are done, out, really. Everyone out at this point, really. The players are out. A few senior players are out. Everyone out. Kroenke, Arteta, even as well. That's my opinion, and everyone else out because getting out Europe is good. Really. At least then it's give us grace. At least we can win the league next season. Mark my words. Winning this season, that's good, man.
I'll let you go there. Yo, big up to everybody. Do me a favor. Let's get to 100 likes on this video. We're already at 96 likes. Like, honestly, just make my day a little bit better because it's absolutely been terrible. But yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. You already know what it is. The Kitty G. Don't forget to subscribe to the thing and have yourself a wonderful night. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe.